It was back in middle school. I was at a school about fifth grade. I was the only white dude, right? No big deal. But the shoe game there was intense, all right? And I walk into school, first day, and I've got on these 4 stripes from Payless. To me, in my mind, these things were balling. They were sweet looking. I didn't know they were from Payless, right? I thought they were great. I'm wearing them. I'm sitting on the bleachers. We're lined up. And someone calls me out. They say, "Hey man, look at them shoes. They got 4 stripes." Guys, this wounded me so bad. And everyone looks around like, those are fake ass Adidas. Those are some fake ass Adidas. And ever since then, man, I'm never going to Payless again. Thanks, Mom. Stuff like that really hurt me when I was young. I wanted to have the best stuff. I wanted to, live up to the standard of everyone else. I wanted others to think I was cool. I wanted to be cool. And in a way, we still want to be cool. As we get older, we still have this self-esteem issue, for me at least, that can be based off of what other people think about me. Now, what I want to share with you guys today is something I've been practicing all week, because my self-esteem is still impacted by people around me. If other people are if girls are giving me looks, or if people are complimenting, or if, I can't think of any examples right now, but if my shoes in middle school were in Payless, and that was able to wound me, what else in my life now is still able to affect the way that I view myself? Right? And we've talked about it's so important that you love the man, the woman in the mirror. It's hard to do that though. It's hard to do it when you have all these emotions going around inside of your head, and just like that, you go off on this tangent where you feel this surge of emotion and you don't know what to do, right? It takes you from feeling good about your own self and into the minds of what others think about you. You feel no good, you feel down, you feel depressed maybe. So what I've been practicing, and I asked you that you guys would do, is whenever you realize, and that's, you need to become aware, you want to practice becoming aware of whenever the emotions change. Because in the morning, you start out, you go through the day, hopefully you're doing all right, and then something happens, click, you hear a negative comment. Someone makes fun of you at work and your emotions immediately just go off. All right, it makes you feel like shit. So when you begin to become aware of this, you can then say, aha, stop. I no longer base my self-esteem on what other people think about me. Sort of like Marcus Aurelius, the great, I think it was Roman emperor said, he said, "I've often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest, but yet sets less value on the opinion of himself than on the opinions of others." I don't set my value on the opinions of others. I set it on myself. And my value comes from growth, from keeping on the path, guys, from keeping this mindset of progression. That's what I care about. That's what makes me feel good. I don't care about having the best shoes anymore, or having the most compliments, or the nicest car, or the nicest house, right? I don't base my self-esteem off that, because that's so finicky. It's all this stuff is fleeting. Life has changed, but one thing I can is base it off of my willingness to keep going, to get up in the morning and approach the day and say, I'm going to base this on growth, on getting better. So whenever you become aware of the depression, of the surge of emotions in your head, you stop it right there. And as you do that, something happens in your brain. The neurons fire a little bit quicker. In the book, it was the book, The Talent Code. It talks about how skill is made, right? If you dribble a ball over and over and over again. Your brain actually begins to wrap these new, it's called myelin, but it wraps the myelin around the nerve endings, and the nerves actually fire quicker. And every time you practice, you get a little bit better. You get a little bit better. In the book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, he talks about the 10,000 hour rule. After 10,000 hours of practice, you've done something so many times, you have so much myelin wrapped around that your nerves are just firing Kobe threes all day, right? You don't even think, you're just boom, the repetition, the rote. And I ask that you would become aware of the emotions that spill out. And when they do, you catch them there. And you go back. You stop them there and you say, I don't put I'm not gonna let my emotions go wild and feel like shit because of someone else's value system. I have my own. I know what I base it off of. And as you begin to do that, quicker, and it stops affecting you all day. Right? I used to get upset and it would affect me all day. I would feel tired, my brain would feel like I need to go to sleep if I got too upset. But now it's like I'm getting quicker. It doesn't bother me for so long. Now it's bothering me for only, a couple hours or a couple minutes or a couple seconds even. But it's by the practice. You catch it, you stop it, you put it in its place, and you keep going from there. I don't have control over the outside world, but I have control over myself. And realizing that is power, guys. I ask that you would stop it in its tracks.